I am Kris from the SickFaxes.com. I am joined by Tef. Say hello, Tef.
Hello.
And we are here to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies mode. This is one of 3 videos we've got going up today about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We're also talking about the campaign side of things and the multiplayer side of things. But today we're going to focus on Zombies mode, which has become really popular, actually, right? It's a popular mode now.
Yeah, they had it as like a hidden extra.
Yeah.
I think was it World at War?
I think it was World at War, yeah.
And then since then it's just really blossomed to the point where the other studios are kind of like, well, we really need to do like a big co-op mode, and maybe we'll just have zombies, and yeah.
It's become kind of a big deal now. One of the things that kind of they showed the trailer off during Paris Games Week, I think it came out before, but I saw it at Paris Games Week, was it's a much bigger story, it looks like, than we've had previously.
Yeah, they've really ramped up what they want to do with this, so it's not repurposing maps anymore.
Okay,
it's a completely bespoke map for this
nice.
mode. They've also got like big name Hollywood actors like Jeff Goldblum, and I'll be honest, he's the only name that I can really remember. but they've got Jeff Goldblum, and so you've got the 4 characters. You've got Nero the magician, Jessica the femme fatale, Vincent the cop, Campbell the boxer. There's a whole film noir styling and ideas behind this. And,
I kind of feel for Campbell the boxer in that lineup.
Why?
He's like, we've got the cool magician, we've got the guy who's a cop, he's got guns, we've got the femme fatale, and then you just got the guy who punches dudes.
But he's kind of someone that you want to have alongside you in a fight, surely.
I guess so, that's true. Yeah. He knows how to fight.
He knows how to punch those zombies.
Yeah.
The interesting thing, though, is that you don't get to pick which one of them you play as.
That's weird.
So you load in, you've got your mates, and it will just be, like, one of you just happens to be Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, sweet.
Which is, to be honest, the one that you want to play as, because you get all of his little snippets of voice acting and stuff like that.
Alright. How magician-y is Nero?
Not that magician-y. That's Jeff Goldblum's character. I'm fairly certain.
I figured that would be Jeff Goldblum's character.
Yeah. But there is a lot of occult and stuff in this. So there's, as you're exploring the map, you want to find things which can then be used to like summon particular events and stuff like that. And so there's some crazy stuff going on in the map as a whole as you explore. But there's an awful lot that you can't possibly see on your first go. This is one of those. It's just like the previous Zombies game modes where you don't have a clue what's going on the first time you step in, and you have to explore and find out like how to get the best out of the map and different routes and different tactics and stuff like that.
Obviously, though, the story is kind of not the big deal with Zombies mode. People know how it plays. So is this the same as the previous Zombies modes, which is not a negative because they're really good, but is it kind of very, very similar, or are they adding new elements in?
It's a mixture of the two. So, like, the overall gameplay formula is the same. You're dropped into this area. You have to gradually unlock parts of the world, and you do this by earning money from killing the zombies and like stuff like that. So you buy your guns from the outlines on the wall still.
Okay. Standard stuff.
Yeah, standard stuff. You've got to like barricade up windows and stuff like that, and generally just try and survive for as long as you can. You've also got when you're killing the zombies. They drop power-ups and perks, and so like you've got a bit of an extra advantage. Okay,
but what are the new elements in that case?
So the big new element is Beast Mode, and this is...
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
This sort of ties into the overall story. There's a bit of like narration, not narration. It's sort of like an ethereal voice, let's say, and you hear him every once in a while, and he sort of gives you little hints and clues, which you should try and listen out for. Beast Mode, basically you step up to these like flaming... I struggled to figure out the word before this, but like a kind of plinth which is on fire.
All right, yeah.
And if it's, I think it was blue, then you can walk up to it, press square, and you turn into the beast. And this is a crazy, like, tentacle beast who's got...
Oh, I was assuming kind of like a werewolf.
No. This is much more strange. You've got like tentacles, one of which can shoot electricity, and the other one which can sort of like grapple onto something, drag them close to you, and snare them and kill them. So it's actually very, very powerful in a fight, but it only lasts for roughly half a minute.
All right.
So you need to get done what you need to get done. The beast also views the world a bit differently, and you can see and interact with things that the the people who are still humans at that point cannot do this. So you can charge up electrical boxes, which might there's a big crane in the center in the first area that you unlock, and that's got a box which drops down, and then there's a thing which you pick up, and blah blah blah. And so only the beast mode can charge up and trigger that electrical box. You can smash open crates and doors. You can even grapple up to certain like eagle type gargoyles so that you can get to new areas and then open them up. And so the beast is a very integral character to getting the world to open up and getting you all of the potential options as you're trying to survive.
It's actually going to be quite kind of particular in how you use it, though, right? You don't want to just grab it and then you have your 30 seconds and you've not done anything new.
Yeah, I mean, it's from what I saw, like the whole mode is all about kind of time management. So you need to start planning what you want to try and do. There's not really much point in going in and just saying like we're just going to shoot at zombies, because that's not actually going to get you anywhere. You need to use beast mode. You need to have someone who knows what they're doing with beast mode, and so the first time that you go in, obviously, is exploring and like trying out different things, and that's going to persist for a long time. But after a while, you start to get into a system and a routine of how you get through, and I think that's kind of like zombies mode as a whole. There's not really too much flexibility in what you can get away with. You kind of have to do certain things in a certain order in order to survive for as long as possible. I mean, you can basically use it several times. I think we even managed to get 2 beasts at once. One time. But then there are other points where these magical plinths don't let you transform. You sort of walk up to it and it says the beast is resting or something like that. No. And it's just like, but I want to actually go and open this door and blah blah blah.
Yeah. It's nice though that the beast isn't just there as like, because it would be very easy to add it in and being like, hey, this helps you smash zombies, but giving it as a more core part of the kind of gameplay loop is a nice idea.
It was interesting to just like explore this and go for the first time, that kind of thing. Like, because after about 3 days out in the wild, there's going to be guides on how you can get the best out of the beast and like what you have to do to survive to round 15 and all of this stuff. So, but you don't really want to do that the first time. You want to get a couple of mates together. You want to sit down. You want to butt your heads up against the brick wall that is trying to figure out how on earth you're meant to progress. We did actually have, because there's only so much time to play the game at a review event, the developers were wandering around and like occasionally like seeing that we're getting a bit stuck and that we'd only got to round 5 several times in a row, and so then there was little hints about what you can do with the beast. So at one point it was just like, well, you could look for grappling points maybe, and that might get you somewhere, but I think the difficulty is that you are going to fail a lot. I think that's the only real problem for me, that you will go in there and it's very easy to get overwhelmed by around about the 5th or 6th round, because the zombies start to come in much bigger numbers. They start to like run at you a bit more, and so it's very, very easy to get overwhelmed, especially if you don't have the right kinds of guns or you've not used your money properly and stuff like that. So it's tricky. It's just that you need to be prepared to explore. But then again, this is what zombies has always been. So there's an awful lot of people who are familiar with this kind of gameplay, and they are more than happy to explore and find out what's going on in the world.
So have you got any final thoughts on the zombies mode? Anything we've missed?
Well, it's difficult. We only managed to get to like round 7, and then by that point we were just like, all right, we'll open this gate, and then we'll go and open this gate just to see what's down this particular alleyway. Yeah. So we only got to see like maybe 1/5 of the map, to be like properly see 1/5 of the map. But there's like different pathways which you could go down, and we all died by some crazy like flying chain trap, which I think one of us had triggered, and this was our last go, so we didn't actually get back to it. Not
great. This is the kind of mode that really isn't like optimal in a review event environment, though.
No, and this is why the developers are wandering around and giving us hints. Yeah. Because it's one of those things where you just need to play it and you need to get down to it, get figuring stuff out. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I think it's definitely going to be a big hit with zombies fans. Just because like it's very strong thematically compared to, well, I believe compared to what we've seen in the past with that much higher production values and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does sound like it's a big evolution for the mode, which is excellent. Right, that's going to do it then for this video. Remember, we've also got videos going up today on the campaign side of things and the multiplayer side of things. But we have been talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Mode today. I've been Chris. I've been joined by Tef. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Max ammo! Appearing out of thin air. Ooh, I must charge this.